walking down here. The nurse that helped my cousin on the side of the road. We got the whole family walking to meet the nurse that found my cousin on the side of the road. The whole family. I talked to her. How are you guys? Yeah. Oh, Lord. Yeah, sorry, y'all.
It's so sad. It's so sad. We just want answers.
We don't have all the answers, but I want to give some honest perspective from what happened. We were at the Texas Roadhouse.
Wait.
And for y'all that just joined, this is the nurse and her husband that tried to help my cousin.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Okay, fiance.
But so, 5 o'clock, we left Texas Roadhouse, like 5:02. We were at this light behind a car.
Yes.
There was a red car in front of us. There was another guy involved, too.
Yes, I talked to him.
Okay, you talked to him?
Yes,
okay,
I
good.
got this information.
He pulls forward and he stops. I'm like, what's this guy doing? And I honk, and he turns his blinkers on. Like, okay, he's not working. We go around. We see someone's in the road. She's a nurse, so we immediately pull over.
So where were you not to stop y'all?
We were in this lane.
Is the outside lane?
His car would have been right here.
He had the flashers on.
There's like, we got here, we see his body. He was up there about 15 feet.
Yep.
We get out. She immediately runs over. I had gloves in the car. She's checking in. You want to say what you initially saw?
He had a pulse.
Okay.
He was breathing. I opened up his pupils to make sure his pupils were good. They were normal. Okay. He was kind of moving around a little bit, like he was kind of disoriented. And I kept saying, "Hey, I'm a nurse. My name's Brandy. Can I help you?" No response. Kind of just kept moving around a little bit.
Well, she was on the ground. I was surveying the area. One of the things I want to mention, I believe you said he always had 2 phones on him?
Yeah.
He had 3.
Yes, 3.
He had his this is what I thought was suspicious, is there was his wallet and his phone. There was about $15 in cash, like, laid out like this, as if to show this wasn't a robbery. It looked like someone set it there, like all nice. The wings were right by his feet. They hadn't been opened. The pizza was all over the road. The other thing I want to say, why was the car going this way if the pizza place is down that way?
Right.
That's the important thing I wanted to relate. They should not have been coming that way with fresh food. And their hotel was over here.
Yes.
So they were coming back, which didn't make sense with that story. But we called
Thank you.
We called 911. By the way, I heard the report there was a homeless person who saw something. I was standing here. I didn't see anybody. So I just wanted to mention that.
Because we kind of thought that was a robbery or something like that. So we were trying to be super careful, wondering if there was anybody around. And we didn't see anybody. I told the guy that had pulled over, that had the flashers on, I told him, I said, call 911 right now.
Yeah. No, I said, have you called 911 yet? He said, no. I said, call right now.
And guess what?
So,
He reached out to me.
Good.
And he said that he was grunting when he
Yes.
walked over to him. As he pulled over, he saw paper in the road, so he slowed down. Then he saw a body. He said he thought it was a homeless person in the street, but he got out his car and realized the paper was money, not paper. And that's when he said he picked the money up to put it back in his wallet.
Okay, well, there you go.
So at the end of the
Maybe
day,
he
he
did
said,
that.
you pulled up. But he said when he walked over to him, he was just grunting and moving.
Like kind of
We got out right after he did, so
Yeah, so it's
very
right
little
there.
time.
Yes, very little time.
What I want you to
When
check
you
out.
say 15 minutes. Hold on.
I know exactly where he was, but what do you want to
Well, what I want you to check out is find out when 911 got the call and find out when the ambulance left, because she arrived about 2 minutes before the ambulance did. So
Before the ambulance?
the ambulance was already here, and she showed up. And the thing that I talked about is I don't know if she was driving or someone else was driving. She alleges she was driving. I'm going to say this. I have a lot of first responders in my family. I've been in a lot of these situations. When someone has a loved one that's on the street like that, you come up and you're like, oh my God, what happened? Is he okay? I was up at the gas station. I was waiting for him. I sure hope he's okay. That's why I wanted to talk to you guys. She showed up to give her story to make sure it was set straight. It was not like, where is he? Is he okay? I'll be in there with him. It was nothing. I was nothing like that. There was no concern on her at all. And I told that to the police at the moment, and
yes, and here's the thing. January 6th, Gainesville, Gilchrist. No, Gainesville, I'm targeting just y'all. I talked to this guy. He reached out to me right after it happened. I had 400 and something messages in my inbox going live. Something say on January 6th, check your messages. And the guy said I was the first one on the scene, and they joined me. They say the nurse was not my wife or my girlfriend. They came in another car afterwards. I said, let me ask you a question. Did you talk to the police? He said, I gave them my number. I gave the detectives and the police on the scene, and they never called to this day. They told the Davis family, we've been reaching out to him, but we couldn't get an answer. They also said that they wanted answers.
This is my cousin Daddy, y'all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much.
Yes, God is in the mix. We asked the detective. We asked that first guy that robbed, witness number one.
Hold on for a minute. I want y'all to give me a briefing on what y'all were, what y'all saw.
okay, we've been
All the time.
catching Tasha up. We were at this light. There was a car in front of us.
Hold on.
I am.
Okay,
He,
go.
he turned his blinkers on, so we went around him. We go around him, we see he didn't stop because his car was broken, but there was someone in the road. She's a nurse, that's her job. She says, we got to get out and help them. We get out. She goes up and helps him. I'm securing the scene, making sure it's safe. I didn't see anybody else around. We must have been there. I don't know the timeline. I gave Tasha some information that can help figure out the timeline because we called 911 less than a minute after the other gentleman called 911. That's just a minute.
Yes, sir.
And she assessed him. She stabilized him. She made sure his neck was okay. We got him out of the road and moved him to the side.
Yes, sir.
I did see on the ground, right by him was his wallet with money sticking out, a cell phone. He had his wings. The pizza was all over the place. And what I told him is what I thought was weird is the pizza place is that way. He had fresh hot food. Why were they going this way again if the hotel was over there? That didn't make sense to me.
There's a lot of things in this consistencies that don't make sense. Like I say, okay, go ahead.
Okay, what's this phone? Oh. So as we're there, we might have been there 15, 20 minutes. I don't know the timeline. The way to find out the timeline is find out when they called 911 and find out when the ambulance left to go to the hospital. You get that time stamp. Because she pulled up. I don't know if she was driving or someone was driving her. We did not look for that. She pulled up.
She has a who?
Kiera.
I don't know.
Okay.
Lulu showed up. She didn't come up to us. She went up to him to put him on the stretcher in the ambulance. And she had no concern in her voice. She had no... If she was on the side of the road and I drove up, I would be like, oh my God, what happened? Is he okay? She was not like that. She was there to get her story straight. That's all she did. She kept repeating. It's like she rehearsed in her mind. She's like, I'm going to get my story.
Come on. Go loud. Let this man
This is right here. This right here.
Witnesses out they
Hold
own.
on. Let us see. Go ahead. Finish on what you
And that's what I was saying. Is that
Repeat that last word.
it was the fact that she showed up. And by the way, she got that boot on her foot. She was moving pretty quick. She was not hobbling at all. But she went up to the ambulance just to say, oh, I was up at the Circle K. He was upset and got out of the car, and I was waiting for him for 5 minutes. It was no 5 minutes. It was close. She said they had an argument, and he was hot, and so he got out of the car. And that would make no sense to get out of the car right here. I am worried that if he got out of the car and she spun off, she might have bumped into him.
Hit the gas. That's what.
Hold on. Let him do his
Yeah, and hit the gas. But again, we don't know. We did not see any of that.
Correct.
Now you saw.
I said go get something for his head.
I got a clean roll of paper towels. We put it to give him like a pillow.
Right, because I didn't want his head to be laid on the ground. So I lifted his
Whenever
head.
we saw him, he could never speak. He was less conscious, but he went into a deeper state of unconsciousness. He looked like he was about to seizures.
Yeah.
So
And I asked Lulu, does he have any medical problems? Does he have diabetes? Does he have seizures? I said, does he have any kind of medical problems that the ambulance needs to know about? And she said, no, not that I know of.
And she was calm the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
Did he have any bruises? Any bruises consistent with getting hit by a car?
No. I saw his legs. I had to move his legs off the street. I did not think he was homeless. He looked like he was in his PJs. He looks like he was comfortable.
Yes, sir.
He had on his sweats, and we moved him off the road. But there was no any sign, anything.
No signs of getting hit by a car.
The only thing on him was the spot, which was like
here,
the brown spot
right here.
That's all we saw.
And I just love the
And could that have been when y'all pulled him out the road? He got the scratches on
We didn't pull him, but me and the other guy, we lifted him up to get him off the road safely and gently.
Because he was in the right lane.
Yeah, he was in the lane. Yeah.
So prior to the paramedics arriving on the scene, where was the Lulu girl?
Well, we never saw her. She only pulled up the last 2 minutes before he left to go to the hospital. We stuck around until the ambulance was.
She told us that she saw the light.
We were here for a while, so we know it was 5:02 p.m. when we left the restaurant, so it was still daylight out, but the sun was setting quick. By the time we left, it was dark out.
About how long was the ambulance here?
Ambulance was maybe here less than 5. Well, maybe they came over to help you, and then they put him on the stretcher and got him over there. So the ambulance was probably on scene about 7 minutes.
Real quick, real fast.
It was pretty quick.
And they took him in under John Doe.
But she said
I don't know that because he had a wallet with him.
Yes, they did.
She
Now,
said
sometimes they do that to protect victims. They don't.
Yeah, you can ask the nurse. So they told us that he was under John Doe, but my brother was there. And then they moved him to a trauma name because they didn't know.
Which is normal for hospitals to do that if they think it's a suspicious something that's
Thank you.
That is normal. From my perspective, working in hospitals.
So once again, as a father, right? You telling me this girl's safe? She didn't have no concern?
If this was my loved one, I'd be like, why is she so cold? She had no concern in her voice. She was
She
more
didn't
concerned.
contact us at all.
She was more concerned in getting her story straight so she wouldn't get in trouble. From my perspective.
I asked her who she was. I said, who are you? And she said, I'm his girlfriend.
I'm glad it's
And I said, does he have any medical problems?
Wow.
but y'all didn't know where she came
Did the police contact you?
I can tell you, she came.
No.
Okay, so there's the question. They said no, the police has not contacted them.
Make a U-turn and come back. I don't know what
It was like a
prompted.
white SUV, wasn't it?
A white Infinity truck. That's it. Last scene.
That's it right there.
That's it. That's her vehicle right there.
That's our truck.
On Archer
She
Road.
got out of it. But
I wasn't paying attention, but at that
She
point,
saw
this place was crawling with law enforcement and emergency services, so I wasn't watching.
I was
for that.
focused on Tyrone, and he was watching everything else.
Yeah.
And I want to thank y'all so much because at the end of the day, we still just looking for answers.
Brother, do not lose faith in people.
I'm not.
I heard something you said, and that hurt my heart, and that's why I wanted to talk to you, because there are good people out there.
There's so
We'll
many
stay
good people.
together.
We thank
Kiara has the phone now. We don't have none of his belongings.